We are talking about solving exponential and logarithmic equations. In this first example, we want to solve by equating exponents. And the way that we can solve by equating exponents, we have to make sure that we have the same base. So right here we have b to the x is equal to b to the y if and only if x is equal to y. Well, in order for x to equal to y, we have to have the same base. So if we look at example A, we can see that we have two different bases. We have one that is a base 9 and the other one that is a base 27. So what we want to do is get the bases to the same. So 9 and 27 both are factors of 3. So another way that we can write 9 is we can write that as 3 squared to the 2x. And 27 we can write as 3 cubed raised to the x minus 1. Now we can distribute or multiply this together. So 2x times 2 ends up being 3 to the 4x. And then we can multiply the 3 times the x minus 1, and we get 3x minus 1. Now at this point, we have the same base. So our bases are 3. So if our bases are the same and they're equal, then the exponents have to be the same. So now we can say 4x is equal to 3x minus 1. Then we can subtract 3x. And then we get, this should be negative 3 here. 3 times negative 1 should be negative 3. You have to multiply by both. So we subtract, and then we get x is equal to negative 3. And then, so that is the solution. We look at example B, and again, we want to have the same base. And so we have 100 and 1,000, so we can write that. One way that we can write 100 is we can write it as 10 squared raised to the 7x plus 1. And 1,000 can be written as 10 to the third raised to the 3x minus 2. Then we can distribute again, and we get 10 raised to the 14x plus 2 and 10 raised to the 9x minus 6. Now we have the same base. We have a base of 10 and a base of 10, and they're equal. So then we can set the exponents equal to each other. 14x plus 2 is equal to 9x minus 6. So we can add 6 to both sides. We get 14x plus 8 is equal to 9x. Then we can subtract 14x. And then we get 8 is equal to negative 5x, and we can divide by negative 5. And then we get negative 8 over 5 is equal to x. And then the last one we can take a look at, we have 81 and 1/3, and both of those can be written as factors of 3. So we can write 81 as 3 to the 4th raised to the 3 minus x power. And 1/3 can be written as 3 to the negative first power, 5x minus 6. And then we can distribute again. So we get 3 raised to the 12 minus 4x is equal to 3 to the negative 5x plus 6. Then we have the same base again. Base is 3. Base is 3. And we can set the exponents equal to each other. And then we can add 4x. And we get 12 is equal to negative 1x plus 6. Then we can subtract 6. 6 is equal to negative 1x divided by negative 1. And we get x. Then we get negative 6 is equal to x.